Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be working on my wife's 2014 Ford Explorer. I believe the touchscreen is bad, so let's do some diagnostics. Okay, first of all, we've had a leaking sunroof in this car a couple of times. Depending on how the car was parked and how much rain we got, we were getting water into here. So in my other video, I'll put a link here. It shows you how to fix the leaking sunroof on these cars. Before we fixed the leak, there was enough water that came in here and damaged some electronics. And first of all, when we got in the car today, the floorboards were full of water, but I got that problem fixed. Another problem, it said no navigation card found. So down here there's a SD card, and when you take it out, let me see if I can show you. When you take it out, you get this error message. Well, it was in, but the card was covered in water. So I've dried out this area with the air compressor, and I've got this working, so when you put the card in, it reads the card and the navigation, everything's working fine. However, what's not working is the touch screen. Okay, there's no response at all. So, and that's kind of bad in this car since everything is controlled on the touch screen. I mean, you can use the controls for temperature and radio, I do believe. Yes, so the radio hard control buttons work. Everything on the steering wheel, these things work. Okay, the only thing that's not working is the touch portion of the screen. Nothing is responsive. So I'm gonna pull this apart, get the part number off of the touch screen, and see if I can get a replacement. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is gain access to this touch screen right here, and I've got some of these little plastic tools for removing dash panels. I believe the screws are under these silver pieces right here, so I'm going to try to get in there without breaking it. There we go. So there's this is pretty flimsy, but I didn't break it, and the two clips are here and here. So if you're prying on it, the clips are right at the top of the screen and almost at the very bottom down here by this tray. Okay, so let's try to get this, and they're towards the inside, so let's try to get this one. Man. Okay, well, I didn't break anything, surprisingly. Those things are really tight in there, really tight. All right, now we're gonna take these 4 screws here. I've got a 7mm nut driver. For those 7mm nut driver. And we got, looks like one cord here. Disconnect that, you just push the button. It's for the hard buttons there, okay? So, still no touchy. Looks like 4 more 7mm. turn it off before I disconnect this panel here. Okay. So you got two connectors on this. So you push down the black tab, rotate the gray tab. That's how this connector comes off. And now we have the entire touch screen out of the car. It's about a week later, and I've pulled the screen out of the car again, and I've got the replacement part here. I just ordered this from eBay. Found it for, I believe it was $120, and it took a few days to get here. Okay, so this guy, this is obviously a used screen, and it has a little bit of stuff on it. Maybe that's, yeah, I don't think that's going to come off. I believe that's a scratch. So it looks like these guys, OEM Car Audio, it looks like they refurbish these things, and they give you, I believe it's a 1-year warranty if you turn in the old one as the core. So they send you a prepaid, this is a prepaid envelope. So I'm going to take this module off of the back. Let's do that now. Old, new, and you can see it's a little different as far as the mount, so I don't know if this is going to fit. Oh yeah, I can tell. I wonder if I can take this mount. These are star security bits. Let me see if I can take those off and put them on here. Looks like I can. Okay, I got a bit for this one, for the old one. T8. It looks like it's a T8. Okay. Okay. So a T8 takes that off.
Alright, what I'm going to do, just plug this in and see if it works before I go through the trouble of adapting these mounts to fit this screen. So let's do that. See if it even fits. Let's see if it's going to work. So far, no, it's not working. There we go. Okay, it came on. Okay, so the screen works. Now let's see if the touch portion works. Not really. It's not calibrated. So. Okay, so I got the screen working and calibrated, but now I got to figure out a way to put the mount. Let's go try to fix this mount. I just use this piece, then I don't have to line up these holes. It has the supports. If I just cut this off, bend it the opposite direction. Yeah, I could bend it the opposite direction, recreate this out of this piece of metal. Cut all this off. Alright, I think I got a plan. Let's go try this.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Another project done on the Ford Explorer. Hopefully this helps somebody out. From what I understand when I did my research, the touchscreen is something that doesn't go bad very often. It's usually that module on the back, and from my research I understand that the module going bad sometimes causes the screen to completely black out, and some of the different controls on the steering wheel and the hard control buttons below the touchscreen don't work. On this car, everything worked except for the touchscreen, and the screen was not blacked out. It would not accept touch input. So I took a chance and found a replacement screen that, as you saw in the video, was not the exact model, even though the ad on eBay said that it would fit this model, and it did, with some modification to the mounting system. So wasn't as easy as plug and play. A couple of the issues were the mounting system. I couldn't get it to directly mount it with either the original mount or the mount that came with it, and then the calibration of the touchscreen was pretty sketchy because it was so far out of whack that you couldn't touch the correct buttons to get into the calibration menu. Luckily, with some trial and error, I did finally get into the calibration menu and was able to calibrate the touchscreen. That might be a problem for you. In the one spot, and I'll maybe voice over in the video, there was a point where I got the calibration done on the touchscreen, and then it said hit enter to accept or cancel, or escape to cancel, something like that. Well, there was no enter, there's no button, so I had to just guess, and I just touched the screen in the middle and it accepted the calibration. So I think it's fixed for now. A pretty easy project except for the mounting brackets. So I think lesson learned here, if I were to do it again, I would pull out the mounting brackets, which I still have the original screen and original mounting hardware, and recommend, if you're replacing these with one of these used aftermarket screens, that you find out if the hardware is going to work. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments and questions in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you all.